Hey guys, you've been added to the Close Friends list. We are a podcast that talks about pop culture, gossip, and really anything we want. As you know, the Close Friends list is always a vibe that's changing, so make sure you stay a part of ours by following us anywhere you listen to podcasts at Close Friends List Pod. New episodes drop every Friday at midnight. We are so excited to have you on our Close Friends list, and we hope to be added to yours soon.
Welcome back to the Close Friends List podcast with your hosts, Katie, Aaron, and Adia. Okay, love it.
That's the only fun you're going to hear from us this entire episode.
It's everyone's weeks.
My week was subpar at best.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get more into it for the loves and icks time that we have, because it's one of my icks. But this week has been weaking. Like, I closed my laptop and then 2 seconds later had to open it for this. I feel like I'm like just so busy, constantly typing.
Yes.
But it is what it is. Like, at least I have a job and I am getting paid. So
you got to think of it that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Get you through.
But other than that,
I know. What have I been up to? We went to Northern Virginia last weekend. Scott's parents kind of did this patio type thing in their backyard, and they have this huge fireplace now. It looks really fancy. So we went up and celebrated, and then did one of Scott's childhood friends had a Halloween housewarming party.
I love that.
Yeah, it was good. A lot of people there were dressed from movies, which was amazing. Someone came.
You were like, my interest.
Yeah. Well, and apparently a lot of their interests too.
There we go.
We had a Megalopolis couple. We had a Challengers couple. There was,
I love that.
some people from Love Lies Bleeding, and it was a good time. So that was fun. The one thing, this has been funny. So I told Scott about what your Scott does about the Instagram thing, reporting posts of people's, and he's like, that's so silly. But he has been doing this thing, which I think is funny. So I've been watching, as you guys know, a lot of Oscar Isaac movies, and whenever it's on my screen, on the TV, he will stand in front of it and go, turn this off.
Because he knows.
Yeah.
At least he's staying consistent.
Exactly. And then he'll always bring up that he's taller than Oscar, but that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not a stopper. So
Exactly. There was one scene in the movie I was watching where he's looking up at this other actor. I'm like, you know what? Short King.
One of them, we love.
I love you looking up with devotion.
There we go.
Exactly.
It's not a view you get to see often. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's usually looking down. So,
exactly.
It's good to switch it up a bit.
I mean, not that I'm 5'9", but I mean, he's a short king. So anyway, but yeah, nothing too groundbreaking, just some casual, some stuff.
Yeah. That's crazy good. How was my week?
How was Bluey? I've been wanting to know.
Okay, same.
You didn't even post about it. I'm like, I need to know.
I didn't
need the tea
about it. It was
the kids.
It was it was literally a fever dream. It was the fastest, but also the longest 45 minutes of my life.
45 minutes.
It was 45 minutes.
Oh, honestly, that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, it was literally an episode of Bluey.
Not even an hour.
No,
yeah.
It was not an hour. It was a quick
crazy.
45. When I say we were out of there, they were literally ushering people out. The play itself was great. I liked it. It was really cute. It was fun to sing it and seeing the kids. The kids had a freaking blast. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's good.
I love that for them. Scott spent a bag at this thing.
Well, I know he spent a bag to go to this event.
Yes. So he got all the snacks for the kids, which were $20 each.
Of course.
Kid. And then he got them these light up spinner things.
Oh, that's fun.
And those were $30 each. So he got three of those. Three of those alone was $90.
Oh my god. They got you guys.
Oh yeah. They got. We got.
But let's not get it twisted. When I go to events too, I'm like, Yes.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Yes.
Give me that sparkler. Yeah, I want it.
Yes.
So fair enough.
I'm glad he did it because there's no way I was spending $30 on like a light up.
Right.
Like, absolutely
Maybe the
not.
snacks. We can get behind the snacks.
Yes,
but
Right.
But the kids had a blast. They loved it. It was a great time. I was having like a mini panic attack because there's just so many kids and
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
chaotic and just like sensory overload.
Yeah,
like
'cause
it is.
kids
Yeah.
are also like
They're
we went to
shifty.
yeah, exactly. We went to a couple
Yeah.
animated movies recently, and it's like they're screaming in the
Mhm.
theater because they
Yeah.
have like the same.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
I'm
it's
like-
like meant for kids, and that's great. But
Mhm.
It was,
a
yeah.
lot.
And the thing is, it's next to the Norfolk Scope, which
Yeah.
is where all the hockey games are. So
Yeah.
Phoenix is like,
Mhm.
oh, we're going to a hockey game.
you're
I'm
like, keep
You're
that.
like, no, honey.
we're going to Bluey. He's like,
Yeah. He's
"Mm,
like,
but the
I don't
hockey
want that.
place
I
is
don't want
right
that."
there. Like he was just like not getting that we weren't going to hockey games. So,
Yeah.
but
I love that though.
yes,
like
I do. He knows when it's
Yeah.
a hockey man up there, and
Yeah,
he knows
exactly.
every day when
I
we drive
love
by, he's
that.
like, that's the hockey place. I'm like,
You say yes, Pete.
yes, it is. But yeah, it was a great time. Would I do it again? Probably not. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it was worth $200 in my opinion.
Yeah.
I would have rather just get him $200 worth of like Bluey toys, but like,
Well, especially like
Yeah.
it's like. I mean, he probably had a good time, but like you said, he's like pointing at the scope like hockey. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we're actually
Yeah.
like,
yeah, it was. I mean, they were dancing, they had a great time, it was fun, but we were also in the balcony, so like we literally brought
Yeah.
binoculars, so it's also like like we can really see him. Like,
I wish I would have sent you that Blue came to like the Tides game because I'm sure he was
Yeah.
walking around the crowd. You know how they do.
Yeah.
Sure, it
Aw.
would have
the
been.
thing is, Phoenix is actually terrified of like characters,
Oh,
like
wait.
the
Yeah.
characters.
Is he afraid of Salty?
He loves Salty,
what I
which
thought, 'cause-
makes no
yeah,
sense
But
because
he looks
He
really.
said that one I trust.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
others?
Yeah.
but like he's seen like SpongeBob and like a bunch of other people like when we
Okay,
went to the
that's-
White House,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
had like a bunch, and he was like, absolutely not, like that's not real. Like
Yeah.
he's like,
And you know what? Fair
That one
enough.
on the
Because
plane.
I
Like,
too.
this motherfucker right here is not real. Like,
yeah.
yeah, he was not having it. So it's
Yeah.
been iffy. But he also like slap shot the eagle for the Capitals too.
Okay.
So like he likes animals,
yeah, that's
but
Hmm,
not like
okay.
characters.
I could. That makes
Yeah.
because like SpongeBob doesn't feel real, but like a dog or an eagle,
Yeah.
like does.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
I kind of
So,
see it. I kind of
yeah.
get it.
But yeah, how was my week? Yeah, that was it really.
That's incredible.
It was Bluey, and then I feel like we did something else. I don't know. I've just been like getting day by day, honest to
Yeah.
God. Like on the upside though, we did find a daycare, well, a school for Phoenix to go to, thank the Lord. So he'll be starting in
Nice.
a few weeks, and that's really it.
Yeah.
Let's get on with our loves and it.
Let me pull mine up.
Not that these will even matter.
because we're not gonna have freedom. We're not gonna have any love.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I do have one love and I do have one ick. My love for this week, I'm not sure, I screenshotted it, but I'm not sure if you guys are aware of Max the cat on TikTok.
It sounds really
Okay.
familiar.
I'm not familiar.
Went down a rabbit hole. So this is my love for the week. So Max is an outdoor cat, and his owners have put a camera on him and to see what he does
I feel like
Yeah.
I've
throughout
I've
the
seen
day.
like
clip.
lives of
Yes.
people do that, but
It turns out that Max is a straight thug in the streets. When I say this cat goes out specifically to find other cats to fight, and he
love
does
that.
this every single video, every single time
Oh my
he
God.
finds a cat. He's like, "Hey yo, like we're about to fight," and the other cat's like, "Nah," like the other cat will like run away. Max is on their ass, like he chases different cats
That is
until
so
they
funny.
fight. And then he does like a whole scrap with them. Mind you, it's all on camera. Like
Yeah.
it's all like on his collar. And you
Yeah.
see him chase the cat, fight the cat, and then he's like, all
and
right.
then be like,
And
who's
that's
next?
like the cats are literally like demolished. Like he beats these cats up.
huh.
oh my
like,
god.
But it's become like this thing on TikTok where it's like, everybody hide your cats. Max is coming around. Like,
yeah.
and I
Yeah.
just love this because without fail, he does the same thing, everything. He goes up to the cat, he's like, meow. And then the other cat's like, meow. And then he's like, meow, meow. And then he starts chasing them, and the
Oh
cat
my-
is like zooming, like
That's
zooming.
crazy.
And then he finally, I don't know how, but he's like jumping, he's scooting, he's doing all this stuff. He finally catches them. And then it's a straight throw, like a cat fight, like a literal cat fight. And it's the best thing I've ever seen. I saw maybe like 20 videos of this cat. But yeah, he's a thug in the streets, and you really got to watch out for him. But yeah, that's been my love. It's, man, he's a real one, for sure. Also gave me more reason to not like cats, but
you know,
yeah, he
anti-cat podcast here.
Yeah, for real.
That was fully allergic, so
yeah, I thought you were.
Yeah,
most people I know are.
I don't mess with them at all. They're too shifty. They're too like,
they're too smart for their like, what are you doing?
It's off-putting.
Yeah.
When Scott told me he was allergic to cats, I was like, keep that
That
up.
sounds about right.
You said thank God.
I don't want that to change. Like, because you know how people change their minds where they're like, oh, I'm not really interested in a dog, and then like 10 years later they're like, I want a dog. It's like, if you're allergic, you're out of the cat situation, like for good. You know, like we're never.
That's a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
And then my other love for the week is I finally paid the Norfolk Admirals.
You had to.
I literally
really had to.
As the first game is tomorrow. So I had to, but they're officially paid. That debt is off my shoulders until it shows up on my credit card account, and then I'll pay that. But
you know, it's been a good 6 months.
That's what I'm saying.
So
honestly,
if I would have just paid this 6 months ago, to been like $50 a month or something, like it wouldn't have even been a problem. But
could you have done like a
like payment plan?
If I would have just paid it every month, then
yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
With my own money, like
I see.
I wouldn't have had to do a lump sum. And then my ick for the week is that I finally paid the Norfolk Admirals.
Yeah, boo.
And at the same time, my heat is not working. So I had to pay my deductible for that, for the HVAC people to come out.
Oh my goodness.
Phoenix is starting daycare, so I've had to pay the enrollment fee. So it's like as soon as I spoke too
Virginia
soon.
yet?
Girl, no.
Yeah.
Absolutely
That'll be January at the earliest.
Yeah,
literally.
I think I pay like 50 or like 100 like every time I get paid to just like chip away at it.
This is for the toll, right? Not or for your registration.
For my registration.
Okay.
The toll is just gonna have to wait. Like
what are they gonna do about that?
That's what I'm saying. Because if I don't pay the toll, then they're not gonna let me register. So it's like I can't even register anyway. So let me I gotta figure out what my priorities are here. But yeah, I made that post of like, I did photography. I can have a little bit of fun. Life humbled me and was like, you thought
have fun or give me money.
Yeah. So
you already have fun, girl. You're paying for it now.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the one.
And I never learned. So yeah, I'm kind of right back to square one.
That's okay.
Unfortunately, but at least my lashes are done.
And starting fresh with some of these things, you know.
There we go.
You paid off another.
At least her lashes are done.
Yeah.
So funny.
I'm gonna start with my icks because I only have one.
Okay.
So for the last 15 years, I've been wearing.
That's
sorry
story.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, for the last 15 years, I've been wearing my retainer nightly.
Wow.
No, I know.
The dedication.
Wow.
But the thing is, now I have a crown and I have a lot of cavities. So I was like, maybe the retainer is the problem because like it holds in all of the gross stuff overnight. Brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Anyway. So now I've like stopped wearing it just to like see if my teeth get a little better. But now my teeth are shifting.
It's quick.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, like that's
it's quick to shift. Yeah.
So that's pissing me off. Like,
yeah.
But I can't go back now because again, the crown, it doesn't even fit. Like, even if I want to, it doesn't fucking fit. So now I'm just kind of stuck. So if you see me
one of those make a retainer kits or something.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm not going back. Like,
yeah,
I went back once because a dog ate my retainer once, and so I was like, all right, let me get like another one. And he gave me a discount because he was like, people usually stop wearing them by this point. Like I was like 26 or something.
Yeah, I mean,
wow, like I'm surprised you came.
Like, wow, good job. Yeah,
I'm like,
long time no see.
I had these fucking braces on. Like, I'm gonna keep this retainer on.
Yeah.
Anyway, but now they're shifting, and it's really bothering me because I don't like.
Yeah.
What's the solution? My teeth are just. Am I gonna have a gap soon? Like, what's?
Yeah, mine are shifting too, so I feel you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. And then I have two loves. The first one is that I got the book club to read the Minotaur romance book.
Ooh, how
Listen.
bad?
Yeah, and it was kind of by accident. So Savannah the other day is like, I need something unhinged and like easy to read. And I'm like, how unhinged are we talking, Savannah? Like, I might have something for you. And I sent it and she was like, I'll look into it. She ended up reading it within like a day. Like she started last night and finished this morning. And Erin felt left out. So now she's reading.
Oh, shoot.
I finished it. I
Yeah.
started it last night. I read like 30 minutes last night and then I read it all day today. And I said, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
look, I was getting clowned when I read it.
It was crazy.
And it was
It-
crazy.
it
But
was
they
crazy.
both
I gotta
liked
see the
it.
cover.
Please. They both liked it. And Savannah
It-
gave it 4 stars. So
I didn't rate it. I was like, I can't give
didn't
this.
rate it.
I can't give it
I
a
couldn't
star, but
either.
I'm like, I was screaming through the whole thing.
I
Like
also could not give it a
gagged. Yeah.
but it had me gagged in my home. And now
Literally.
maybe I'll start the Mothman one because you guys are about to read it. But
Oh.
it adds opening night tomorrow.
That is true.
Woo!
I can't wait.
We're gonna be at the game, baby.
Yes, the
And we're
first
back.
one. We're back.
We're so excited.
Yes,
So fun.
It's
Utah's
rough.
taking everyone
But
by
hockey's back, baby.
Hockey's back, baby.
and all we can hope is that the ads win tomorrow.
Slay. Okay, my loves. I have been loving the Ariana Grande SNL sketches that have been coming out. Like, I've been tuned in. Her rendition of Espresso,
Yeah.
incredible. Like, it was so good, and that's just been on my mind. And then like Marcelo Hernandez, he's like always on my mind anyway. So it's like,
Oh, I
shout
love
out
him.
shout out that short king. Now my icks. One, I didn't go to the Charlie XCX and Troye Sivan concert last night because it was like $300 plus when I looked. And I was like, that's for a literal nosebleed. But then Vinny Hacker walked on the stage and I should have gone. Like, I should have been there.
That video.
Yeah.
That video.
That video,
Although-
insanity.
To add to your ick, it's crazy that LA is not giving any energy to them. Like
Well,
I've seen the videos
And night
like,
one was just like influencers, people paid to be there like that. But then night two, like,
A little
was
better.
lit. And I saw my friend was like in the audience, and I was like, first of all, damn, I should have been there. But second of all, it seemed lit there. And then this last one is going to take a little second for me to explain. So get ready for this K-pop lore because so it's K-pop. So on Friday, there's this group called Rise, and they are a new group, like a newer group. They debuted like a year ago, and they had 7 members at debut. 2 months into debut, like people on the internet, like Korean fans, find out that this member Sunghan had a girlfriend before he debuted. So they're like, kick him out. Like, he had a girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. And like pictures like surfaced of, first of all, very intimate pictures of like them like cuddling on a couch or something. But like, where did people get those pictures? Like, the people close to him were being shady. Anyway, so that all happened. So this man has been on hiatus for 10 months and we've heard nothing. And we were like, bring him back. Like, we love him. Like, he did nothing wrong. Like, bring him back into the group. Friday, they finally say something. They're like, Sunghan is returning. Like, he's looked over his actions, blah, blah, blah. He regrets it. All the,
like,
yeah,
I don't
his
understand
actions.
why people are upset though. Like I know the
It's-
K-pop community, the partner situation is
It's-
crazy, but it's like
It's
I don't understand why they're so
it's a
upset.
small group of Korean and like Chinese fans who are very into the parasocial moment, and they like are like doing all this crazy stuff. Anyway, so Friday the SM announces that this man is back, and we're all like celebrating, like, yes, like
yeah.
life is worth living. Like, we're there. Like, I'm ready. Sunday rolls around.
Uh-oh.
And I wake up, I see a Twitter notification. Sunghan has permanently left the group. Friday to Sunday, because a small group of Korean and Chinese Rise fans, who I can't, like, they really can't consider themselves like Rise fans. They are like OT6 basically, and there are 7 of them. They're OT6. They're like, he doesn't deserve to be in Rise. He's like, blah, blah, blah. He's such a bad person. He had a girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. These people, get this, sent 1,000 death funeral funeral wreaths to the front of the SM building, shouting, being like, Sung Han needs to be removed, like all this stuff, like 1,000 of them. Those suckers are not cheap. They spent I think it was close to like 3 or 5 million won, and then like that turns into like a couple hundred, like thousands of dollars they spent to send death funeral wreaths to a child who's 21 years old, who is fully alive. They sent him these funeral wreaths. And so they're like, we're going to do this. Like, we're not going to stop until like you kick him out of Rise, blah, 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 blah. So Sunday, they like Sunghan and SM make the decision that he's going to permanently leave Rise. Also a note, on Saturday, Wanbin, one of the members of Rise, they wrote on like Weverse, which is like, you know, the socials for K-pop groups. They wrote on Weverse and they were like, please like support it. We've been like fighting hard to like get Sunghan back in the group. Like, please trust us. Like, we're really excited for him to come back, blah, 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 blah. Like all this on Saturday, then Sunday, that decision happens. Also, Rise was fully, like the 6 of them were in Madrid while this decision was like announced. So you see them coming out of the like Korean airport, Incheon airport. They're masked up, covered up. Like one looks like he's been crying, like eyes red. Like it's literally so sad because that is their brother. And they literally like fought so hard to keep him in the group. But since they're a newer group and like these fans are like crazy, they didn't have as much like power and say. Like it's happens in some like other, you know, K-pop groups where it's like the members have fought for it and then they were like, okay, we're keeping this member in the group like because the members fought for it. But since Rise is such a newer group, like they don't have that much to stand on basically, but it's still like that was not for nothing. Anyway, so Sunday we're all like weeping, crying, so upset. And the international fans are like, so you really don't value our opinion at all. Like, why are you trying to make a global group if you're not going to look outside of like the small group of Korean and small group of Chinese fans? Like, what are you doing? So a lot of international, like most of the international like fans have started to boycott Rise. And so they've like been unfollowing them. They've lost like tens of thousands of followers on all their social media platforms. Like on the day, like between Friday and Saturday, like the day after he was announced, like songs were charting back, like when he was back, and now losing followers left and right, like sending all these emails, like a bunch of K-pop stores like around the world have been like, we've heard what happened. We're not going to restock Rise albums or Rise, like order new Rise things like from the company and all this stuff. So it's just been like crazy to see like the K-pop world and like the world in general, like even people who are not like into K-pop, like have been talking about this. It was on like ABC News, like NBC News, like all these like big international like things. And so, yeah. So that's been my ick.
Crazy. Like
Your own money. Too.
Yeah.
It literally
support the group you like that money is going nowhere. You're to the trash basically.
Exactly. And they were going to like in Korea, it's very popular to send like trucks of support or trucks of hate. So they have like signs on the side of trucks or like it's basically like a billboard on the side of a truck that like lights up and is like says whatever you want it to say. And so a lot of international fans have sent it and been like, SM, you're trying to do a global impact, listen to the fans or like, you know, whatever. So it's just crazy. So
Wild.
That was my ick of the day or the week. It was supposed to be a love. Like I had it written in the loves.
Oh, like that.
Like Sunghan is back.
Yeah.
And then I immediately copy pasted and moved it to the ick.
That's wild.
Portion. But yeah. Well, I guess that's it. thank you everybody for listening to our little podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us wherever you listen to podcasts, and we're on socials everywhere. We're posting, we're trying. But yeah, I don't know. We're trying.
We're trying. Share with your friends.
Share with your friends. Please help 3 gals out. Like, we're
Please.
trying to grow our socials. Anyway, we love you. Bye.
Bye.